Hey guys, welcome back to Sensei's Journey. Previously, in the last two Sensei's Journeys, we talked about training for muscular size and training for muscular strength. Today we're going to talk about the other end of the spectrum from muscular strength, and that's going to be muscular endurance. So muscular endurance is actually kind of a more broad topic than people realize, because when you talk about muscular endurance, a lot of people talk about training at a particular rep range, for instance, training at above 12 to 15 reps, upwards into 20 repetitions, and increasing the weight there. And while that is muscular endurance, rep range, and as far as training goes, you're not going to get as much of a size gain as you would if you were training in the hypertrophy range, and you're going to get you have diminishing returns in what your strength gains are going to be because you're working so far away from your 1 rep maximum. But the thing about muscular endurance is its own thing in the sense of being able to perform an activity for longer and longer periods of time, upwards to infinity. And muscular strength is being able to lift a weight, higher and higher in terms of intensity, maximal effort, and that is upwards into infinity. But as far as weight goes, if we think about weight being over here and duration being over here, as far as muscular endurance is concerned, we have the line going this way for muscular endurance, and then the line going this way for muscular strength. So, for instance, if you were doing the same weight, let's just say that you say 100 pounds is how much you're doing. If you continue to do more and more repetition with that weight over a long period of time, and let's say you're able to do 200 reps with 100 pounds, you've greatly improved your muscular endurance. If you continue to add repetitions, you're going to make your muscular endurance even better. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to have an effect on really anything else, because the further and further you go in the direction of muscular endurance, the more specific that adaptation is becoming. You have a lot more you have glycogen being pushed into the muscle to be able to make sure that it can maintain that level of work for a long period of time. And then, as you get into things like running and whatever else, the muscular adaptations that occur there are, the strength transfer is even smaller, because that's such a minor movement done over such a long period of time. Sometimes people do it as long as a whole day. That doesn't really carry over at all into strength. So when people are thinking about training for muscular endurance in terms of strength training, what they are referring to is that 15 to 20 repetition area most often, because those are the rep ranges that are going to affect some size gains and some strength gains, albeit less than if you were working in like a hypertrophy range. And the reason a lot of people operate that would choose to do exercise in that range is because they already may be doing endurance work, and so getting stronger in that rep range is going to make their other endurance work easier. That may also be doing it because you're less likely to end up with an issue of injuring yourself by putting too much weight on the bar if you're working at a lower intensity as far as overall weight. So there's a few reasons why people may choose to do that, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that as long as you are progressing over time. If your goal is to get stronger and you are working in a muscular endurance range, you can absolutely get stronger. There's plenty of people who've gotten real big and real strong doing 20 rep squats or what have you. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You just need progression, and it may take you longer to get to the the strength that you want to. But stronger is stronger no matter what. So if you can lift 225 pounds for a 20 rep squat, that's stronger than if you could only do it for 10. That may not mean that you can necessarily squat 405 or 405 or 450. But somebody else who can squat 405 or 450 may also not be able to do 20 reps with 225. So it's different kinds of strength. You just have to define what exactly it is you want to do, and train for that adaptation. The adaptations that are beyond that, as far as pure muscular endurance, we're getting into things like thousands of reps, breaking reps for push-ups or sit-ups or squats or pull-ups or something like that. Those are pure like muscular endurance feats. And while you, once again, up to a particular point, you do get stronger doing those push-ups. Like for instance, at some point a while ago, I had trained to do 100 straight push-ups. And that honestly was more of a feat than anything, because it didn't really transfer over much to my bench press, because there was some slight benefit as far as the bench press itself was concerned. But what I really got good at was doing a large number of sub-maximal reps, which was 100 reps. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but you have to choose your goal and then set your training to match whatever that goal is. And that's something that we've talked about a lot on this channel. There's many different ways to train, many different things for you to work on for your own benefit. But it really is dependent upon what you want to do, how you want to look, how you want to feel. And then you do those things that are necessary, that most efficiently produce the goals in which you're going for. And hopefully I've made that clear over the past few Sensei's journeys as we've talked about this. And we're going to be talking a little bit more probably do a couple of specific topics that you guys have requested previously before I go into this next series. But after those couple of Sensei's journeys, we're going to talk about some cardiorespiratory adaptations for going on into like a next series of things. But as far as muscular size, muscular strength, muscular endurance, if you guys have any questions about these things, please let me know. If you want to know anything more specific about the adaptations that occur here, and want to get into a little bit more of the science of it, then please leave a comment, and we'll kind of set that up for a later time. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that for me. Press like on this video. We are trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We got 4 months to do it. It's a long way to go. We got about 13,000 subscribers to go, and we're doing everything that we can to get there. We're pretty much trying to post every single day something that gives you guys some value, so that you can continue to come back and learn about how to get stronger, make yourself better, become a better version of yourself. Once again, thanks very much for watching this video, and until next time, guys, good luck and train hard.